Payment or failure to file tax returns on time attracts penalties and fines. The penalty on late payment is 5% of the tax due and a late payment interest of 1% per month on the unpaid tax until the tax is paid in full. As Caroline Njenga explains in today's episode of Tax 101, an individual or entity can be prosecuted for deliberately evading to pay tax.
In Kenya, tax evasion is non-payment or underpayment of taxes to deliberately attempt to illegally obtain a tax benefit. This comes in many forms, which include forging books of accounts, using cooked statements, failing to register as a tax entity, failure to furnish tax returns, and not paying due taxes. Late or failure to pay taxes attracts penalties and fines. If you commit a tax fraud by either lying in your tax returns or not filing your returns altogether, you may be subjected to criminal charges. An individual or an entity can be deemed to have evaded paying taxes if they fail to disclose their annual income tax fully. Failure to register or deregister for tax purposes will lead to a penalty of 100,000 shillings per month, but not more than 1 million shillings. Failure to return records and documents will subject you to a penalty of 10% of the amount payable to which the document relates. Where no tax is payable for the reporting period, 100,000 shillings shall apply as a penalty. Failure to deduct payee, account for it, or to submit a certificate upon request attracts a penalty of 25% of the amount of the tax involved, or 10,000 shillings. Omission of income from tax returns, under declarations of income, or deliberate default on an obligation will land you a fine of 10 million shillings or double the tax evaded, whichever is higher, or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 10 years or both. The law further penalizes those who assist a taxpayer to create a tax avoidance scheme or aid a taxpayer to evade tax by fining them an amount equal to double the tax evaded, or a fine not less than 5 million shillings, whichever is higher, or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 5 years, or both. Caroline Njenga for Prime Edition.
Now,